Thank you for booking with Jolly Campers. During the handover, you will get a rental agreement, a go form, insurance, contact details, and inventory list, and of course the keys. We will set up a WhatsApp group before your trip starts, a handy place to ask questions, share documents, and get quick help from us along the way. Whatever comes up during your journey, we will do our best to sort it out. The Go form is pre-filled on page 2 and 3. All current damage is already mentioned on the form. Please fill out the driver's details on page 2, sign the form on page 3. We will fill out page 4 together when you return the camper. You will get an inventory list. Please sign the inventory list on page 2. Please keep in mind the height of the vehicle, which is 310, the width, which is 2.10, and the total max weight is 3.5 ton. Please also note that it's strictly prohibited to smoke inside the vehicle, and please remember that the fuel type is diesel.
Camper has 8-speed automatic, very easy to drive. On some campers you will have extra security. The key will be on here and you'll simply bring it here and open up the bear lock, which is normally here. On this vehicle it doesn't have it. So to put it in reverse, as always, and you'll see here we have a reverse camera here, and of course there is sensors all around the van. It's currently going off because the doors are open. As you can see, connect the device via USB. USB-C is pointed here, simply connect here to your phone. Android Auto and Apple CarPlay will display here. Okay, as this vehicle is a Euro 6, it only charges the battery 80% from the engine. So to mitigate that, simply press this button here, and now it's pushing more energy back to the leisure battery to make it 100%. Advice here, simply get in the vehicle, press this, and off you go. So to operate the handbrake, it's just here, very easy to use. Simply pull up and the handbrake will drop down. Now what's important here, you see it drops down. Normal vehicles that doesn't happen. The reason is the seats move around. And then to take the handbrake off, simply lift, take the pressure and press like so. Top tip, no need to push it super hard, that's more than enough. To the left you have cruise control, pretty standard, pretty easy to use. And to the right you have controls for the menu for the vehicle and also for the stereo. To move the seat around so you're facing the leisure end, it's always a little bit easier with the door open. There's a lever in the middle, pull it to the center like so and start turning the seat. What's important here is to make sure the seat locks in place before driving. In case of emergency, you have a first aid kit here and also a triangle here. Moreover, if you have a flat tire, you have a kit here. This kit combines liquids and a compressor. Please only use in emergencies. This is how you open the bonnet. This is where you fill up the oil. Simply turn the cap, open and fill. Please make sure to do it in small increments and check as you go. Please avoid overfilling the oil, very important. Screen wash. Cap, simply open, fill and close. Just press these two buttons to activate the main lights. You'll see up top one of the main lights and also the exterior light is here. Around the camper you'll see various lights. Simply touch like so. Also you can hold and this will dim the lights. Simply press this button and that will cut all power. The only thing that will stay on is the fridge. As you can see, mosquito nets, fly nets here and here. Close. Use two hands and do like so. This avoids taking off its rails and back like so. As you can see, each window has a fly net, very easy to use, and also blackout blinds. On each of the hatch, there's a blackout and also mosquito net. In the front cab, you've got privacy curtains both for the front and for the sides. Just above passenger seat and the driver's seat, you'll see the curtains here. On each window, there's a 3-point connection. Simply open and push. Please be careful not to have the windows fully open when there's strong winds. Always make sure the windows are fully closed when driving. To operate the hatch, simply open up like so and turn to allow airflow. Please make sure the hatch is fully closed before driving. You can check battery power by simply pressing this button here. As you can see, right now we have 50%, and you can also see roughly how long the batteries will last. When you're putting the hot water or the heating on, please bear in mind you'll always need an energy source, whether that be electric or whether that be gas. When you go into the menu, simply have a look here and you can see the source at the moment is currently on gas. As we're not plugged in, we only have a gas source. If you're plugged in, you'll also see these highlight here. We always recommend to use electric where possible and save your gas for cooking. If you want to turn the heating on both for the hot water or for general warm air, simply press the temperature button here, heating, and for warm air, simply connect and press what temperature you want and turn it on. To operate the hot water, go into your main menu, press temperature, heating, and second point here. Put your temperature and it comes straight on. On this window in the dining area, you need to make sure the window is fully closed to operate the hot water or the heating. You'll see here a sensor. The reason being, the exhaust is below the seat and pushes directly this way, so the window needs to be closed to operate the boiler. As you can see on control panel, if you want to look into the water, you can see it here. This camper contains 110 litres of water. To check how much, you simply have it here. As you can see at the moment, the tank is currently empty. When you fill up the camper, it will go to 100%. Also, you'll see to the right, the grey water. Essentially, when you finish the fresh water, the grey water tank will need emptying. Around the camper, you'll see various power points. 2 USB 12 volt here. 2 USB 12 volt here. And at the end of the bed, so around it, you'll see here, 12 volt point there. If you want to use the 220 volt for normal household appliances, please be aware these can only be used if you're plugged in to shore power at a campsite or from a house. To charge from shore power, simply open up the cap like so, push the lid in and push in like so. To release, simply toggle the blue and pull. This is a pretty standard hob and sink. Simply open up to use. Turn the gas on, turn like so and click. Please make sure it cools down before you close this, otherwise this may shatter. Please. To operate the fridge, simply press the handle, lift a little and pull. As you can see here, to turn on the fridge, hold and the lights will come on. To change the power of the fridge, simply press like so to have your setting correct. We recommend number 1 is enough. Also, you can see here there's a freezer compartment too. This is a cassette toilet, pretty standard. To use the toilet, simply open up so. Open up the flap like so and continue to use the toilet. Once you finish using the toilet, to flush, simply press this button here. Once you're finished, make sure you close the flap this flap is not closed, you won't be able to take out the cassette later on. To use the sink, simply pull down, tap, on, off, and to use the shower, as you can see here, this indicates that the toilet is currently empty and will go red when it needs cleaning and emptying. As you can see here, this is the compartment for the cassette toilet. If this is locked, it's on central locking, simply close everything in the vehicle and then open it like so. This is the cassette toilet, it's roughly 20 litres. To clean the cassette toilet, simply toggle the blue and pull. Please note, the toilet flap needs to be closed for that to happen. To take the cassette to the sink, open like so, empty the contents, and we recommend to wash it 3 to 5 times with water until the water is clear. Close like so, tip it back in. Once that's done, enter the vehicle, put your chemicals in the toilet and also around ½ litre of water. To operate the top bunk, simply press the button, pull like so, and the bed will drop down. To extend the upper bed, simply move this across and make sure that this is in a fixed position here so it doesn't go down. To operate the storage, simply press the handle like so and pull. Please be aware when you close it to do it in the opposite way to safeguard the handles, otherwise these will break. For the horning, the handle is here. To extend the horning rod, loosen and extend like so and tighten. To take the legs down from the horning, simply put your thumb here, like so. To lock, simply push up like so. Please put pegs directly in here. Simply raise the cap like so, unlock the cap and fill water. 110 litres, takes around 10 minutes. If your grey water tank is full, you'll see the valve here to empty. Simply drive over the location where you need to empty it. You'll find the diesel location just here. As you can see here, this is the diesel. The vehicle comes with a full tank. Please, on return, make sure the tank is full. Also, you'll see here AdBlue. The vehicle does come with 5 litres of AdBlue included, but please be aware if you do get a notification to put some AdBlue in. This can be purchased at any service station. As you can see here, this is the gas bottle. To turn the gas on, turn it left, lefty-loosey, and then gas will be on. To close it, simply turn it right, righty-tighty, and the gas will be off. So as you can see here, the indicator currently says it's red, so that means there's no gas in the line. So that's 2 things. 1, you've forgotten to turn the gas on before using an appliance, or you've run out of gas. So let's give it a try. Simply open the gas, press the black button, and as you can see now, we push the gas into the line and it indicates green. Now everything will be working. As you can see here in the blue crate, this is the inventory mainly for the kitchen supplies. Towards the left you'll see a hammer and hooks for the laufel, and then also here you'll have a water hose and also electricity cable. In the doors or potentially on the floor are the chairs and table. For a full list of the inventory, you should have a piece of paper that has everything there. To use the bike rack, simply lift like so, drop the bike rack down, and now you can roughly work out which wheel goes like so and adjust. Use these, put through your wheel to lock into place. Next, simply lock this onto the bar of your bike using the lock here to lock it for security.